Welcome to Nighthawk Media. I'm your host Ian Allen, and today is the king of the symbiotes appearing in Venom: The Last Dance. Let's get into it. The trailer itself looks a lot better than the first trailer we got for this movie. It shows us a lot more of what we're going to be seeing, but in some cases, it also kind of seems like a mystery. It all seems very mysterious for this final movie. It feels like there's going to be some other aspect of it that could potentially bring Venom into the MCU. This movie is coming out October 25th of 2024. It was originally supposed to come out, I think, sometime in November of 2024, but it got moved up. I honestly think it was because of the election. People didn't want to... I think it actually was supposed to come out on the same day as the election. I think that's why they decided to move it up. They had a lot of really cool aspects of this trailer where it showed off different visuals, showing off the different creatures, and showing off a specific character that we're going to get to later on. But one of the things that I was a little upset about is how they showed Eddie getting his suit. I thought they were going to do a Spider-Man 2 game reference where they had, Peter with the symbiote suit, and eventually it just turns itself into the suit, and he, it's a black and white character. He would have a black and white suit. Eddie basically knocks out a guy and then just takes his suit. I thought it would have been cooler for Venom to just make a suit for him. I think that would have been cooler, but I guess that's not in the cards for Venom. The theme and tone for this movie seems to be a little bit darker, whereas Eddie Brock is on the run from whatever he did in Mexico. I think they're going to elaborate more on that because considering what we saw at the end credit from No Way Home, it kind of seemed like he did something when he got back to his universe, and now he's on the run from the military, from the government. I think they're just trying to do experiments on him and see what this alien creature is and how it affects the human body and how it affects people in general. It also seems like they're going to be leaning into some more horror aspects of the movie. I'm not saying that there's going to be like dismemberment or anything like that, but this movie might be rated R, but it could also remain PG-13, but it could also go and push the boundaries of PG-13. I'm excited to see the balance between humor and horror and love in this movie between both these characters, because it kind of hints that someone might die in this movie. Granted, I don't think Sony would be stupid enough to do that, but it seems like they're hinting at someone might die, whether it's going to be Eddie or Venom. Regardless, the two cannot live without the other. Yes, Noel, King of the Symbiotes, is making his appearance in this Venom movie. This is the final Venom movie that they're doing, and they are bringing in Noel. And I think the reason why they're doing this is we saw that Venom got transported to the MCU at the end of Venom Let There Be Carnage. And then at the end of Spider-Man No Way Home, he was sent back to his home universe. Now, I don't think that Venom was actually brought to the MCU by Doctor Strange in any way, shape, or form, because the way that they presented that end credit in Venom Let There Be Carnage, it made it seem like Peter Parker had already been masked and identified as a Spider-Man. When the time of the spell happens, he's already here. When he goes back, I think that's Doctor Strange doing his thing, but I think the way he got there was not supposed to happen. So I feel like if every single one of the Venom or symbiotes throughout the entire Marvel, Spider-Man, Sony, whatever universe, they all have a hive mind. And if each one of them is going back to the king of the symbiotes, Noel, then that would mean that Noel probably just got some more information from Eddie, because when Eddie was in the MCU, he learned about all these other superhero characters such as Spider-Man, Iron Man, Hulk. He learned about all these other characters. So what if Noel was going to be sending a bunch of symbiotes to Earth to try and either kill Eddie because he knows too much, and just try and take Venom back to, wherever Noel is? I don't know much about Noel, but I'm going to have to do some research on this because I think this is going to be a very cool character to see, and I'm very excited to see what they do with this character once I learn more about him. My final thoughts on this movie are that I think the end credit is going to have something to do with Tom Holland's Spider-Man. And I think because they've said that any movie that takes place between Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars is taking place on Battleworld. So I'm wondering if at the end of the movie, we eventually see Noel fighting Venom, but something happens where they get transported to Battleworld and the multiverse is already broken. And that's where the end credit will take place, where we see Venom interacting with Spider-Man. I think that could be the ending, or at least the end credit at least. Regardless, with all that being said, Venom: The Last Dance trailer definitely sets up the stage to be an epic sequel and kind of an epic finale for this character that we will see in these movies. because we're not going to be seeing any more Venom movies after this. So I can't wait to see how the story will unfold. That's it for today, everyone. Let me know what your thoughts are on the Venom The Last Dance trailer, and let me know if you think we're going to see Spider-Man in an end credit scene for this movie, but which Spider-Man do you think we'll see? Remember to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time on Nighthawk Media. Peace.